Whoa, what's up, everybody? Good afternoon. I know it's a little bit weird for us to be streaming on a Friday, but welcome to Rune Royale Season 4. Say hi, everybody.
Hello, indeed. Merry Christmas,
Hi.
and almost a Happy New Year.
Yes, sir. Happy holidays to everybody. Hope you guys had a fun Christmas. If you guys were in America, you guys were probably all freezing. It was actually so cold over here that I mean, it's probably a coincidence to be fair, but my actual cell service stopped working. Like, I could not get any phone calls. I could not call anybody. My texting didn't work. My data didn't work. I, I, I mean, I don't think it's really related to the cold, but at the same time, like, it was such a coincidence that I wouldn't even be surprised. It is Texas, Texas doesn't deal well with the freezing weather, so I wouldn't be surprised, but yeah, it's been so cold over here. Luckily or unluckily, it really picked up in the past couple of days. It's been really hot now, back up to like the 70s and 80s. So I kind of miss the cold now, but yeah, pretty crazy week.
Yeah, nothing crazy weather-wise over here. Just cold and wet as usual this time of year.
Yeah, but I think there has been crazy things, crazy developments regarding FTX, right? Catch us up, Disco, before we get started with the Rune Royale. Let us know what's been going on with Sam and Caroline and everything else regarding FTX.
Indeed, yeah. So Sam has now been arrested since we last spoke, and as has Caroline Ellis and Gary Wang, who was the kind of guy in the background developing a lot of the code. And he also had a 10% stake in Alameda. The other 90% was owned by Sam. So yeah, Sam has been arrested. The other two have too. They have agreed plea deals where they're going to work with the prosecutors to just build the case and understand what was happening in agreement for a lesser sentence. It does absolve him of some charges, but it doesn't affect some of the other criminal charges that could be filed against them by other departments of the government. So, while it might get them somewhat more of a lenient sentence, it's still potentially going to be quite long. So we'll have to see what the outcome is of that. That, of course, will play out over an incredibly long period of time, unfortunately, as those things do happen. In the meantime, though, Sam Bankman-Fried has been released on house arrest for a $250 million bond bail, even, and that's bonded against some collateral. I think someone's house, and somebody else has just chipped in for the rest, which is nice of them. It's quite incredible to say, well, to think that he's been able to afford that, considering only a week or two before he was on doing all these various interviews saying he only had about $100,000 in the bank. So, and the parents' house is only worth about $4 million. So no idea where, even if the typical bond of about 15, 20% comes in. Yeah.
They actually only need to put up a fraction, which is ridiculous.
It is,
So
but
the
I think
parents' house
even
at
in
$4
that
million
case,
was an honor.
yeah, and my understanding, I'm not too familiar with the American legal system, but my understanding is the bond is anywhere between kind of 10 and 20% in that sort of range, which would still be, 25 to 50 million. And the parents' house that's been put up for collateral is only worth 4 million. So somebody else has allegedly stepped in and made up the difference to cover that bond. It'd be quite interesting to see who has done that. In the meantime, there has been lots of movements of some of the FTX funds on chain to the tune of, I think, a few hundred million in terms of FTX. Alameda seems to be liquidating a lot of funds. The FTX hackers as well also seem to be doing a lot of money laundering, converting money, more and more tokens into BTC. So, substantial figures there. Interestingly, the activity seems to coincide with initially the FTX crash, and then, surprisingly, there had been no movement during this period of Sam's arrest, and then following that, the funds are moving again. Sam's Bell having no conditions on internet access either. So he's free to go ahead and use that, which is quite bizarre considering some, 16-year-old hackers could go and hack a public company and then be banned from the internet essentially for several years. So go figure on that one. Aside from that, that's kind of where we're at with FTX at the moment. Although I seem to read that the Bahamian authorities, and I've only seen the headlines, I haven't had to kind of confirm any details around it, but Bahamian authorities allegedly are in control of over $3 billion worth of assets. It might have even been 3.75, I'm not sure. But they're claiming to hold substantial amounts of money from the FTX pool. Does that then suggest that if that is in the kind of Bahamian financial system, that the shortfall was around $5-6 billion maybe, and the initial figure I think had been quoted around $10 billion in terms of assets liabilities overall. So possibly that might suggest some sort of 35% ish recovery for holders, maybe somewhere down the future if there's some agreement. I don't know how that works when it's caught up in a different financial system and all the complexities and how this court case will play out, but maybe there is some light of hope for some of those FTX holders. In the meantime, still no further developments in terms of DCG. They seem to be dragging things out. This time of year, of course, is slow business. I think January will kick off, and we'll see some movement again on those things. And Midas Capital have also told their holders that they're going to lose or take about 55% of their balance to just cover losses on DGen trading, which is strange considering they were call themselves a C DeFi platform. I don't quite know how a centralized, decentralized financial system works, because that's an oxymoron. It appears that they essentially just had a trading fund where they just yield farmed with other people's money and lost a hell of a lot. So they're going to take that off them, which is a bit of a shame for those holders. But again, we do encourage you to just take your funds out of any centralized platforms. In the meantime, otherwise, I do believe Bitcoin is now legal tender in Brazil. Was the headline. I need to kind of check up on that one. But certainly some acceptance forming around that. And that's probably the key stories for now, I think.
Okay.
We'll keep you updated
I
if
think
anything else
that
happens.
I just want to stop. And appreciate that SBF has given us such an entertaining story, because if you think about it, it's as if this was the smartest man in the room that made all the wrong decisions, including like just sitting back and being like, hey, I don't know what's happening. Like, that is how fraud was. That's how it happened 70 years ago. That was the definition of fraud, being like, oh, I don't know what happened. And it's weird. It's as if he has never seen a movie. They never saw like Caroline. Anybody on the streets would have told you, that girl is going to turn you in. Like, you can't just sit in Bahamas and be like, I don't know what happened. And I feel like she might be the one. It was an Almeida thing. Like, has he never seen a movie? Like, I mean, just training day. Like, people will backstab you. You should have. He was a League of Legends guy. He was a strategy guy. He makes no sense. So I gotta really appreciate the entertainment that he provided us.
Wasn't he pretty bad at League? I mean,
he was pretty bad at League.
I mean, yeah. I mean, it's definitely gonna be a movie now, right? I wonder who's gonna be making the movie. Probably Netflix. There'll be a Netflix movie about it in a couple of years. I can already see it happening.
Yeah.
So has Sam or Caroline, have they admitted to any wrongdoings yet, or is that still up in the air?
So Caroline Ellis and Gary Wang have admitted to those. Gary being the other shareholder in Alameda, who had a 10% stake. Sam owned the other 90%, and he also apparently wrote a lot of the code for FTX as well. So quite involved, but has always been kept himself out of the public eye. I think there's possibly only 2 pictures of him that I'm aware of of him out in the public. So yeah, he's kept perhaps intentionally low profile, to say the least. So yes, they have now.
Not only did they not only did they admit it, but they specifically said that SBF instructed them to do it.
Yeah.
Like SBF said to change this code. SBF said to hide this money.
Yeah, I mean, you know, they're still guilty as anything, of course. You know, being fully aware was what was going on, or you know, as they have admitted,
they're going to jail.
No, yeah, without a doubt. But yeah, it's interesting. You know, you do wonder, was that coordination? Did they just say that, or because they surely knew? You know, Gary's coded the whole thing. She's moving the money.
Caroline's parents are ethics professors. They're economics ethics professors, right? Like, it's just the wildest story to have two geniuses that were raised by professors, university Stanford level professors who knew all of this. It's as if their parents walked around saying, "Well, if they don't catch you, it's okay." Like, I don't get how they grew up like this.
They didn't think they were going to get caught, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, when you look at their parents' backgrounds and what they are involved in terms of using, you know, mathematics and statistics to essentially establish product markets in, you know, war-torn countries or newly rebuilt countries after war, and in terms of like population control and crop control and stuff like that, there's some crazy stuff they're involved in, and you've got at the same time somebody just using, you know, all of these tricks to just build up this huge fraudulent financial empire. It as you say, it is quite the story, and yeah, we get to get the catch up, you know, once we've had people fully looking into it and, you know, have the benefit of time and hindsight to look back on that, and we really dig through all the details. It's going to be quite epic. Yeah. You know, we'll of course try and keep you updated along the way as we find out, but
yeah, we
knows?
keep you.
How did you think, you know, how would you ever imagine that somebody could get away with it to that magnitude in this day and age, especially after we've had all of the other cases, you know, like BitConnect and the OneCoin, but then even in, you know, the regular world, you know, Madoff for a start, but then, you know, Elizabeth Holmes more recently, and also the whatever that other company was. There's a very recent one that claimed to have a electric vehicle, which was just a complete scam, or hydrogen car. And
Was that Rivian? No, was it not Rivian?
No, it was. Maybe it was. Don't know.
I thought it might have been Rivian, but they actually do have a car, so maybe
I think
not.
it was like a scientist name,
Yeah.
possibly.
Are you talking about Rivian, where they were pushing the truck down the hill or whatever?
Okay, yeah, so that was
Rivian.
Yeah.
So that was Rivian, but they actually do have a
They're
car.
good
So
now.
I
They're
mean,
good now.
yeah. So I guess.
Because they got so much money from that demo.
So I guess that's kind of like I mean, not the moral of the lesson, but that's kind of the moral of the lesson, is that you fake it until you make it, and
Oh, Nicola.
sometimes you don't get caught. Oh, okay. So it wasn't
Yeah.
Rivian. So
No,
something
no,
else.
was that-
Nicola. Yeah.
That was
So that was
Nicola?
full on fraud. They said they had I think it was a hydrogen power car and all this new technology, and it was just them pulling it up a hill with some rope and speeding up the video.
I definitely remember
Yeah.
seeing that.
Uh,
Okay, guys, we can
Yeah,
keep
but
talking
that-
about this,
Still
but we
around,
should
though.
probably start the
We should get
tournament
gaming.
since
Indeed.
we're gonna be an hour late on starting the tournament. Let's go over the rules as always before we start. Actually, even before that, I do want to clarify that. Okay, I just want to make sure. So, Evolution Season 5 is gonna follow after Rune Royale. It's gonna start today. It's gonna end on February 26th, which will be the last Sunday of February. That'll be the 26th. That's gonna be the date of the next Rune Royale as well. So it's gonna be each season is gonna be 2 months long, instead of 1 month long, at least for right now. I just want to make sure I said that correctly.
That is correct. And looking at the leaderboard, it's pretty clear. Mr. Buggins dominated and won this season. I will stop it during the stream and we'll start it again at the end.
Yep, congratulations to Mr. Buggins for taking the first place prize. Everybody else that is on the leaderboards, of course, we're going to be doing a crafting session for you guys towards the end of the stream. But yeah, let's get underway with the rules. Rune Royale Season 4, we are going to be on North America. The day is today. The time is approximately, what is that, 50 minutes ago. That is when we're supposed to start. We have not started yet, so nothing. I mean, I guess if you guys are familiar with Rune, that is typically how the streams go. We are not the most accurate or the most punctual, but we are still here. The prize pool is going to be $50 to distributed among the top 5, and then $50 more to the winner. The payout's going to be the same as before. This time we're going to be doing the 1st and 7th game as Fast Drake. I think last Rune Royale we had mostly friendly modes, so some Fast Drake. Hopefully we get some more kill friendly games today. Points distribution, same as always. 10 points for first, 7 points for second, 5 points for third, 3 points for fourth, 1 point for fifth. And yeah, I'm not sure how many people are going to be tuning in or joining the tournament today. It is on a Friday. It's a little bit weird for us, but hopefully we do have some good competition, and good luck to all the competitors. Play fair, don't cheat, be honorable, and all of that stuff. And I guess with that out of the way, I'm ready to get started. I guess let's hop on Evo, give you guys a couple minutes to get in, and then we'll get started with the tournament. And great,
waiting for the update.
There we go.
There you go.
Did you say that you're going to be playing in the tournament, Maiev?
How many players have we got in?
Oh,
so
wait.
far?
I need to plug in my controller. I completely forgot about that.
Yeah,
Are you playing Panda?
There you go.
Nah, it's probably better if I don't play, just so that, you know.
What are you plugging the controller in for?
I plug the controller in just so that I can, I can control the camera without
okay.
having my mouse cursor like in the middle of the screen,
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
only 4 of us as of the moment. Panda's
Watch with
here, so
keys.
there's 3 of us.
Plot twist, I'm actually Chaos Myth in disguise. I've just been playing on a different on a different computer.
The controller underneath your bed.
Oh. I actually did not realize that it vibrates when someone kills you.
Yeah. No, it vibrates and kind of like
Did I
explodes.
miss you guys?
Do you not normally play with a
So
controller,
you guys have
Maiev?
the live page up, right?
I do have the live page up. Yeah, if you guys
Yeah.
can go ahead, pull the live page up, just so we have more backups.
Oh.
Let's see.
I'll start it now and then I'll pause it. So
Yeah.
let me know.
There you go. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can.
All right. So when I plugged in my controller, it changed the audio
What?
with the wireless controller. That's why I'm
Oh,
not
because
hearing
your controller has like a headphone port that you can plug in, right? Is that how
yeah,
it
I'm
works?
using a DS4.
Uh,
I haven't charged it for quite some time. So when I plugged in the charger, I must have mistaken it for a headset.
it's like the future. A headphone port on a controller. Who would have ever thought?
I recall there is one here.
All right, so we have 5 dragons in the game so far. The TNN, Maiev, Disco, Sassy Boy, and Mafafa. Is that how you say it? Mafafa? So looks like everybody is gonna be in the top 5 just by default.
Oh.
Let's see if anybody else ends up joining, but looks like Chaos Myth is actually not here today. So maybe, you know, unless he does
Yeah,
end up
maybe
showing up
he's
in the
on
next few
vacation.
minutes. Yeah, maybe we have a new victor.
Mafafa is like has 82 ping, so assuming he's in the US.
82 is a bit high for the US, I think. I mean, I guess it really, I mean, I guess
Probably
it could
close,
be.
because new normal is
You're
in
on
Canada,
Wi-Fi
right?
or something.
Yeah, if you're on
Well,
Wi-Fi, yeah.
It could be
Oh,
an
Chaos
August
Myth
dragon.
disappeared.
I mean, I'm getting 80.
Oh, Chaos Myth is here.
102.
Chaos Myth is here. He just picked up an
I
orb.
did see Chaos Smith
Oh,
flashing
no.
up on the Room Live page.
Go
Unfortunately
away,
for the new
Panda.
normal.
We need a winner by default. The August dragon with the 80 ping.
Come on, new normal. It's your time to shine.
And Mafafa disappeared. That's weird.
That is a little bit suspicious.
Yeah, but they have
Sus.
different ping, so
Oh, you're
can we
right.
assume that they're the same person?
They could be on a they're on a VPN.
It's impossible.
Why is my controller still shaking?
Okay, well, if everybody is ready, we can start whenever. Maiev, I don't know if you need to fix your controller or anything, but
No, it's fine. It should be in the settings.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna start it.
Okay, cool. Yeah, fast break, and then we can get it started with our first game. Here we go, fast break. Good luck, everybody.
Oh, Sassy's taking me out immediately.
Some things
That
never
first
change.
second of the round.
Some things never change. You are a dragon magnet. I don't know. It's actually impressive. If there was a game mode for who could die the most, I feel like you'd be you'd be at the very top.
Quickest and fastest death in the
normal
West.
skilled Chaos Smith.
Yeah, so I don't think we saw any fast break last tournament.
Let's go here.
Fast break obviously is a little bit different, a little bit more
Why did I get
interesting.
Too slow on him, but Disco. Oh no.
Disco does look like he's stuck. TNN does take him out.
I was stuck. And then got
That's a
killed.
new name. Chaos Smith.
Oh man, I think I turned down the AC too low. I feel like I'm freezing now. I feel cold. So I guess while we're watching the games, we can talk
Hey.
a little bit more about all the news and everything that's been happening. It's been a little while. You know, we didn't have the stream last week. We're not gonna have the stream on Sunday of this week, so there'll probably be some juicy news popping up. I think. Let's see.
I'll tell you what the juicy news is. I've got 2 kills now in this round.
That is pretty juicy. You do have the most kills in the game.
Do I really?
I think so. Unfortunately, you also have the most deaths.
Yes. But there's no orbs.
No.
So that is somewhat beneficial to me.
Matron is here.
No orbs, but you do have to keep in mind that, Fast Strike, you get 20 points for kill, but you get a lot of points from sprites.
Yeah.
TNN does have the vast majority of his points from these sprites. So Tesla has not been doing well. Elon Musk is no longer the CEO, I believe. So that was an
Do you
interesting
actually
ride.
believe that?
That he's
Yeah,
not the
I think
CEO?
he is
Well,
still the CEO, isn't he? I mean,
yeah.
I think the board have been trying to oust him since the moment he joined.
They were just still
Is
on
my
the news that
understanding.
Elon's not the CEO, but he's still the one manipulating the strings.
I mean, yeah, he probably is, like, the most powerful person still, just because of who he is.
Who
But, I
knows?
mean, I don't know. Like, if I'm being honest, I haven't noticed a difference. I don't use Twitter that often, but whenever I do use it, I don't notice a difference. I think partially that might be because I haven't updated my app, so I still have like the old
Oh
version
my
of Twitter.
god,
But
Panda. Isn't it supposed to auto update?
no,
Or you would not be able to update or use the app if you don't update it. Isn't it
no.
like
See,
that?
if he ever does that, then I'm team anti Elon. But he hasn't done that yet, so it 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 has not affected my experience on Twitter at all. I'll say that much.
Panda's
think-
still stuck on 140 characters. He's like, WTF, how is everybody else writing so much?
Wait, is there not a character limit anymore? Are you serious? That might actually be a thing.
Keep that
I
will
think
they
people-
double date. Like,
There
He's-
is, right?
keeps
There's
talking
like a
about
200
it.
character limit.
Yeah, I think
they increased it from 140 to 280 in 2018.
I might still be stuck on 140. I do feel like I have. I just feel like I always run out of characters when I try to write anything that's more than
Yeah,
it's like
yeah.
a
You
few
know
letters.
what I find silly when they're trying to create a long post on Twitter and there would be like 9 comments on their original post.
No, they
Why-
just post a picture. They post a
Well, why
picture
don't
or they
they
post a
just-
tweet longer.
Allow people to add plenty or like all the characters that they wanted instead of having to
Yeah.
instead of people having to comment like 9 comments on the thread that they've started.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well,
It's
the
pretty
arbitrary
annoying.
limit made people feel trendy in the beginning.
Looks like TNN is going to take the first round. Chaos Smith actually in third so far. So maybe this will be TNN's tournament. It is on NA. He does have a pretty substantial ping advantage. But we'll see. I think Chaos Smith, not always
Neon.
the fastest starter, but he does pick it up towards the end. So we'll see. We got friendly reverse for round number 2. Oh, and let me...
Especially Fast Drake. Chaos is not the best at Fast Drake, though. So
Oh, Disco's killing it.
he's the best at everything else.
looks like... Okay, so it looks like the Arken Royale leaderboard, it is working, but I guess it might not be cropped properly, so do give me 1 second. Let me try to get that looking a little bit better.
It's your fault, Binzy. What did you do? So Johan said last month he never wanted to be CEO of any company. Doesn't want to be CEO. And yeah, I mean, he is still CEO, but he doesn't really seem like a very good one. And even though he's looking for a CEO replacement, he says things like, but I'm gonna maintain the control of the like tech and software side of the Twitter. It's like, well, what the hell is the CEO gonna do? I mean, basically saying you're like a very hands-on, handsy CTO, which is not really what people want anyway. I mean, I understand Twitter didn't have the most hardworking culture to get that, but like, there's some decisions that he's made that are very extreme and confusing.
Yeah.
And if he's on
Yeah,
Twitter all
but-
day, what the hell is he doing with his other company?
Well, he's not. He's just selling their shares and dumping their stock to the tune of several billions. Which of
She's a
course-
mod.
Yeah, Tesla shareholders are not happy about. Neither is the board, and he seems to kind of forgotten that they exist. Not that I mean, Tesla stock was hugely overvalued anyway, because the only reason they're even profitable is due to government subsidies, and they haven't really put out any fully working products. I mean, they have the highest repair rates of any cars in America, and that's when the AI is not, just crashing you into walls and stuff. So they're still waiting on that Cybertruck, I think, too, aren't they? So yeah, not really sure why people jumped on the bandwagon on that one. I guess it's just another character, isn't it? People like the thought of this self-made billionaire, even though the way you made yourself was through daddy's diamond mine, filling your pockets. But it's a nice story, isn't it?
Right. Like, it's a great story. It makes you feel inspired, the American dream. But the reality is that, he's promised the semi-trucks for years. The deliveries are way off. The automation doesn't work, even though you're charged for it. And all of that is baked into this price that he originally said wasn't high enough. Like, so he said originally said was too high. The stock price was too high. But then whenever it goes down, he pumps it up. Like, he's purposefully pumping it up. And, it means he gets a great bonus out of it, right? So, yeah, I mean, it's really not so different than a crypto project that's delivered like 20% of what they said they're going to do. Which, oh, hey, we could be considered that one. But we're not like a $200 trillion company. I mean, this is crazy, right? Like, and at the same time, like, he's publicly, going to all these other, being CEO of all these other companies. There's conflict of interest with bringing his Tesla people into other companies, diverting resources, all that kind of stuff. A little bit strange. But it's cool. I mean, it's fun to see it play out in real life. You got his what is it? His Boring Company CEO is sleeping in the Twitter offices. Like, that makes any sense? Yeah. His wife is advising on things in Twitter, and Elon's insulting the actual employees on Twitter. It's all very amazing.
Yeah. Great if you're not involved.
So Sassy Boy actually taking the lead over Chaos Myth in friendly reverse. They had a pretty close battle so far. Chaos Myth did start off the round strong. Sassy Boy is catching up. Maiev in third place. How are you feeling about friendly reverse, Maiev?
Well, some dragon went near me, and then it ruined my placing. I was second. Yeah, I suddenly turned into like a whelp, or the dragonling.
Unfortunate. Yeah, looks like Sassy Boy doing really well, building up about 1,000-point lead to take first place in in friendly reverse. And now we have Let's Be Friends. Wow, another very friendly tournament as it seems.
Well, look, I mean, it's the season to be jolly and cheerful and friendly.
I guess so.
It's very appropriate indeed. I know you always want to bring a bit of death and destruction to everything, Panda. Whipping out the fast rake, but looks like the Christmas spirit, I think, has overcome even your admin powers.
Yeah, I suppose so. I mean, Eki's not here to complain this time. Last time, yeah, he didn't have the best time with all of the friendly modes. So just to jump back on Tesla just a little bit, I think I want a Tesla. Do you guys seem like you guys don't want a Tesla, right?
I did for a long time, but not anymore. No.
Not anymore. See, that's another thing. I think in the past couple of months, past like maybe 2 or 3 months, I've noticed that the sentiment around Tesla, not even just like as a company, but like at the cars themselves, have dropped a little bit. It used to be, everybody wanted a Tesla. Now it seems like maybe not so much. And I'm not. Is the cars getting worse, or is the other cars getting better, or do people just not like it because of Elon?
Their cars and realized they bought a pile of shit.
See, you say that.
There aren't enough charging ports.
The chargers.
Here. Yeah. So
the chargers are a huge issue.
But they do have the best chargers out of all of the
Not only that,
EVs,
the automation is not coming. Yeah. I always thought the fully automated system was gonna come. Like, he kept saying it's gonna come next Q1. It hasn't. It doesn't seem like it's going to for quite a while. And by that time, I think other competitors are going to either catch up or like in various ways. I just don't see Teslas as much of a good investment anymore, especially with how chaotic Elon is. And the charging situation is probably the biggest issue, right? Because those things, they don't work very well in negative temperatures. There's not enough of them. It doesn't charge you more than what you could get with gasoline. Of course, we don't want to use gasoline, but I mean, he's not getting to where he said he was going to get.
Yeah, I do think that is probably something with Elon. He does like to say things, and then it looks like what he says is usually not a very accurate time frame. I feel like I think I noticed that even back in like, what was it, like 20. Ooh, when was it that I lost a lot of money on Tesla? Like 20, like what was it, 2018? It was a long time ago. I remember I always believed in Tesla, but every single time I try to make money from Tesla stock, I just get burned. It never worked out. And yeah, of course, after all of that happened, then Tesla went on a meteoric rise. But yeah, I've always got burned by it, but I still want a Tesla. I want it just because I feel like, it's not fully automated, right? It's not, but at the same time, it's still like, I like the videos of people driving around.
Yeah, like the tech they've got, and the fact that it's this big touchscreen. We all like big TVs, don't we? That's cool, and it's got that appeal. The problem I think is that it's not reliable and it breaks down regularly. And from what I understand, the customer service isn't great either when those things happen and they want to charge you a fortune. So that all becomes a bit of a problem in terms of, well, yeah, that stuff's cool, but do you really want to deal with all of that? Knowing that you could just break down, and it's likely to break down more than any other car.
Is it?
Yeah. So that was recently revealed, certainly in America at least, for the market, that Teslas are the most unreliable vehicles, more than any other manufacturers. So, add that into the actual cost of repairs as well, due to all the tech.
Getting
and
it killed towards the end of the round.
Delays in, that actually occur in replacing them.
Disco, you're winning.
I know. Look, I'm so
wait, you were talking. No, you just gotta
mention
kill. Oh my god!
Don't mention it.
Jinxed it, Panda. I was hoping you weren't going to say anything. It seemed like I was getting away with it.
The moment you said it, everyone's focus was on Disco.
I didn't even realize, because you were just talking all calmly, and then I looked at the scoreboard. I was like, wait a minute, Disco's in first place. And
slowly.
That was his meditation.
I don't know quite how I did it.
Alright, so Chaos Smith does take that.
Oh, you ruined that, Panda. There's my chance.
You have to be one affluent motherfucker to have a Tesla, because you need one. You need a car as backup when they recall your Tesla.
Feels bad, man. Okay, so for me, I want a Tesla for 3 reasons. Number 1, I think it is really safe. It has really good safety whatever you call it, safety ratings. Number 2 is so that I just feel like those moments, like I don't know, traffic in Houston is really bad. If you go on the highway, there's a pretty high chance that you get into those situations where it's just like very like stop and go or whatever. So like even on the highway. So I think it'll be very helpful for those situations where you don't have to worry about the autopilot killing you. If it doesn't work properly, like, okay, you might hit somebody at like 3 miles an hour, but that's not, it's not going to kill you. It'd be annoying, but it's not going to kill you. So I'm okay with that. And number 3, I think being able to turn on your car and have it like turn the AC on before you get to the car, or turn the heater on before you get to the car, I think that's a really nice feature. I think other cars have that too, but for me, that's a very.
So you say about the not killing you part, so that Tesla does do some dodgy lane switches, from what I've read, and people have reported, like incredibly dangerous lane switches. It will see oncoming traffic and just try and swerve into it. And that's not just a one-off event. This has like been reported a few times, and people have been somewhat fortunate to be able to, not just fully rely on that automation and actually keep an eye on the roads and take over as manual steering. But or just lane switching, but just turning far too violently. So there are,
And
say it's not dangerous. There are situations where life and death have been at risk, and at sometimes people have died
Even-
because it.
even then, if Tesla's gonna hit somebody at 3 miles per hour, my insurance is gonna go up. I would rather just not use the autopilot. Like it, I mean, and it's funny. Me and Panda are probably the people who go out the least. We never need it. We're not gonna need a Tesla. And that's a very extravagant purchase for me and Panda, I think, considering how little we actually do. But we're the ones talking about it, which is probably the funniest thing. But I do agree with you. The Tesla has a lot of really nice features that I've loved to see in other vehicles, like the LCD size and the speed, the performance of it, and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, I think that until they really get that tech down, for sure, I wouldn't risk using it. Like I wouldn't rely on it.
Yeah.
It's like
And
that
that's
question
the
of
issue.
like,
If
do
you
you
can't rely on
sacrifice
it,
yourself or hit the baby? Like I don't want
Yeah.
AI deciding that for me or whatever.
Yeah, so I think
I think if I were to sacrifice myself, I want to do it myself.
I sure hope it doesn't it doesn't choose to
Maybe if we
sacrifice myself.
have roads like Dragon Ball Z, where it's just a single lane of traffic.
Another friendly mode,
Coming
by
for
the
you,
way.
Gramps.
Another one.
the AI's revenge, Panda.
So if I remember correctly,
with his
Sassy Boy
fast
did win
train.
the last friendly reverse, right? It looks like he is in the lead again as well.
Hybrids are not bad at the stop and go though, right? Like if it's under 20 miles per hour, the stop and go is pretty good on the hybrids.
Yeah. I think talking about vehicles and more ecological technology, my understanding is that in Australia they have released the first hydrogen powered car that is kind of commercially available or available to retail. So that's quite an exciting
The
step.
Hayden car.
Yeah. So no emissions apart from water. Incredible range, relatively cheap. So yeah, heralded as the future, has been touted for a long time. Manufacturers been working on it for a long time as well. And yeah, I believe finally available in Australia. So that's quite incredible. Of course, actually, whether that translates to any significant numbers in real world usage is always going to be hard to reduce the influence of the oil industry on everybody. So yeah, we'll see. Great step forwards in terms of technology, at least. But can we make that cultural
Do you
shift?
think it's
Harder.
That was
I
a
think
close
it's
game.
Australia because if it explodes, the water will just kind of vaporize with how hot it is or
Yeah.
cool you off.
I think it's just because it's so isolated that if it turns into some massive hydrogen bombs, then at least it's only that part of the world that's affected.
I like that actually. I like that a lot. It sounds very spontaneous.
Do we know what round this is? Is this round number 6?
Oh no, that's a really good
Or is this
question.
5?
Great question.
Oh, I avoided the penalty. I'm still dead.
So what is the penalty? I've had that message a few times, bumping into walls.
I believe it's losing
You
your
don't
orb.
get reduced points, right? You won't lose points when you die. Is it?
Yeah,
Is it that way?
I believe so. I'm trying
What
to
am I
do the
waiting
mental
for?
math on what round this is.
So we have
This
new
is
normal.
based on
and
the
then-
live.
This is 6? Okay, yeah.
Alright.
Alright, so Sassy Boy actually in first, Chaos Smith in second, Tiana in third, Maiev in fourth, and Natron in fifth so far. We did have a pretty heavy skew towards friendly reverse and let's be friends, friendly modes.
So if you avoided the penalty, will the enemy that killed you still gain the
I think they still get the orb,
points?
but you just won't lose it, if I remember correctly.
Isn't it like 20% for the kill and
Ooh.
then 20% for the orb? Is it something like that?
Mm. So the penalty is just that you won't lose any points for your orb. Your orb won't drop.
Oh,
Oh, so the orb doesn't drop.
It doesn't drop. You don't lose points. You stay the
Gotcha.
same. So the person killing you would only get the kill points. It wouldn't get like.
Maiev avoided the penalty again.
That's the way it is anyway.
I did. Oh, but they will be notified, right? That the player they killed has avoided the penalty.
Wait, but you did drop an orb.
No, it just says it on the right.
Oh, right.
Oh, you
okay,
dropped an
so I
orb,
guess
but it
a
was an
zero
orb
orb
of
here.
0. Yeah, okay, I see.
Oh my god, I'm
That's
so
of course not supposed to
bad at
happen.
this. I
Or
kept on
maybe it does
dying.
happen because there are games where you need the orb points to win, like a stalemate.
Yeah, the orbs, I mean, they still do give you points, just not that many, even without the points inside the orbs.
Oh, I'm so glad we still had plenty of players. So we're just it's me, Disco, and TNN.
You wish.
Oh,
Chaos is going to take back the lead. I think it would be like strategic for like TNN to go after Chaos. You know, just so points are even, more even. I'm just saying that because I really want to see him do it.
It's hard to go after Chaos, though.
grudge match,
It's
isn't it?
not easy.
Oh, look at that! Got
It's
a
the
kill. Oh, was
revenge
that
kill.
Maiev? Was it? Can have that in return. Before I
Discomonk
get taken
avoided
out
the
by
penalty.
Chaos Smith. I'm getting that on every single one. I'm not even hitting walls now. Oh, I have got a 23% chance of avoid death penalty, so there we go.
You didn't avoid it that time.
I did not. There go those sweet points.
Well, Natron actually getting kind of close. If he gets another kill, he might make it. Unfortunately, not that much time left. So, looks like Chaos Smith is probably going to hang on to first again, unless somebody does manage to chase him down, but probably
Trying
not.
to kill him. Kill Chaos Man.
Oh, wait a minute, Maiev. Oh, you were close. You were almost there. Oh, you almost got him.
I think this one is like a. It still killed me.
You almost got him, but unfortunately,
Yeah, I think
it didn't work out.
his build is like the tank build, where you have a lot of HP.
All right, so now we'll have our little halftime break. Couple minutes for us to hang out again, and then we'll start the second half with Fast Break again. So far, Chaos Smith in first place, Sassy Boy in second, TNN in third, Natron in fourth, and Maiev in fifth place. Again, a lot of friendly modes. That does seem like it is the theme of the past couple of tournaments, even though I think statistically it's very unlikely to get so many. But
It is, yeah. We've only got 2 friendly game modes, reverse and regular friendly.
is there only 2 friendly modes? Is there not another one? I could have sworn there was another one. Well, let me think. So let's be friends, friendly reverse, and wasn't there like? Is there not another one?
We
Wait,
talked about reverse pandemonium, but we didn't do it yet.
wait. Is there? I thought there was another one. Maybe not. Yeah, I don't know. I thought there was another one, but I can't think of it right now. Maybe we'll get it in one of the games if it does exist, or if not, then maybe I'm just wrong. Let's see. Am I able to pull up the scoreboard on the other scene? Let's see. I mean, I kind of can. It looks a little bit weird. I mean, you know what? That's good enough. Oops. Okay, that looks really weird.
I checked Discord and I sent in the. This looks like them.
It's burning. What did you guys do for Christmas? What did you did during Christmas Day?
Yeah, doesn't look great, but you know what?
Right.
Christmas. I didn't do that much for Christmas, but I've been going. Been a little more busy the few days after and before. Yeah, during Christmas, that was actually the time when my phone wasn't working, so I didn't want to go anywhere, and just in case I died, I didn't want to go anywhere. Yeah, without my phone working, that's actually I actually feel like that's kind of dangerous to go out when your
And
phone's
the
not
post
working.
without signal.
And I spent all Christmas voting Panda and crying that he never answered me.
Oh no. I probably missed out on so many like Merry Christmas messages.
Christmas Day for
Bastard.
me, it's just kids' presents in the morning. The whole house is covered in wrapping paper and boxes with all the packaging
Right.
and everything else, and then just loads of food and drink. Had the mother-in-law round and the brother-in-law round, the father-in-law. So yeah, good times all round. Just loads of cheese, loads of food. That's what I
Nice.
like.
I actually
Can you
spent
please
like
adopt
half
me?
the
Let's go.
day cooking.
What? Sorry.
Can you please adopt me? I'm up for adoption. Every
Oh,
Christmas.
you gotta have cheese at Christmas. It's like
Cheese?
yeah. That's
Yeah.
definitely like British thing. Always get the cheese
Really?
board out. Some Stilton.
Butter. Yeah.
Yeah. Bit of Wensleydale.
I'm trying to think of I don't think I can remember cheese being a Christmas thing. That is not. In my mind, at least, it doesn't pop up as like a Christmas thing. Like Christmas, we have like what? Like you have like candy canes, which honestly taste terrible. I don't know why people like candy canes.
They're just like mint, aren't they?
Oh, they
Like
don't all
sugary
taste
mint.
terrible.
I mean,
I like candy canes.
Some of them are great.
are there? I mean, it's like, yeah, minty candy. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's just not really for me. But I would much rather have like I mean, I guess chocolate is
Bamboo.
kind of Christmassy, no?
Chocolate, yeah. Chocolate like decorations on the tree.
No, I mean
Eat
chocolate
them
you
brings
eat.
some of those
You
Peanut
don't
butter.
put
Tree.
here to this proper term.
So like,
eat
yeah,
them.
like that. Cheese, crackers, peanut platters, chips, chocolates, that kind of stuff.
What do you call that? That plate. I forget what it's called. But yeah. Eat them cheeses.
Man,
pretty
cheese
common
is so
here.
gross and expensive in Japan. Like it's not worth
Everything
it.
is
So
expensive
is
in
jam.
Japan.
Jam is the
Binzy.
worst.
Cheese?
It's like jelly.
Oh,
It's not real jam. Neither is the peanut butter. It's horrible.
did you guys know
Not
that
really.
is it Jello? I think Jello is like made of meat or something,
Yeah.
or it's made of
It's
animal
made of,
products,
like,
Gelatine.
which is pretty crazy
So,
to me.
yeah, so the ingredient they use in jelly to give it that kind of texture is called gelatine,
disgusting.
and that comes from like pigs' bladders. I
From
think
bones,
it is.
right?
Yeah.
If
You guys
They
are
use it
you
for,
guys
like,
knew
A
that?
lot of things though.
How did you guys
yeah,
know that?
But in here we
Horse
have
hooves.
agar.
Ooh.
What's it called? Agar.
That's crazy to me that you guys knew that. I didn't know until one of my friends told me because he's a vegetarian. He can't eat.
We use like seaweed here for
I
jelly.
really feel like Jello right now. I'm gonna go eat some Jello.
You want to eat some
Haribo.
horse hooves?
Yeah.
I am going to grab a drink on this break, seeing as I'm participating, and I'm slightly slightly upset, Panda, that you've decided to cut me out of the scoreboard on there because I have made it. I have picked up a massive 3 points. So
Hey, you
don't
were
rule
so
me out.
close to
I
winning
am.
in 1 round. Okay, you almost got on
Well,
here.
yeah. I mean, you had to make sure I didn't, didn't you? But look, had I been that would have been me up in 5th spot and not Maiev.
Yeah,
With a
that would have been
clear,
you.
unassailable
Yeah.
lead. But I'm still
Like,
in the
when he
competition.
was-
Look,
when
I
he
only
was-
need what 6 points. 6 points to get on the board.
Disco
Yeah,
was
you can
like
do
Will
it.
Ferrell in Old School during the debates, where he was just like talking, go, 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 and killing it. And even dropped it.
Or like SBF during, closing business meetings for multi-million dollars playing League of Legends at the same time,
Oh
which
man,
he
Yeah.
allegedly did. Right, I'll be back momentarily.
I'm surprised you don't already have a drink with you. Didn't he have a drink like with him?
Anyway,
Yeah,
it
it
looks
is.
like
Yeah,
it's
he's
just
finished it.
water.
Yeah, that was one drink. Where's the other?
Still has his headset on.
it's-
Yeah, he just the life of having a wireless headset, huh? Okay,
The,
well, I
the
think
six-
when Disco does get back, that we can start the second half. We have been here for a little
Oh,
bit.
Mike.
Man, I feel like every single stream we end up talking about food, and then now I feel slightly hungry. Not exactly because of horse hooves, but
Yeah. I really can't imagine jelly is made of animal fat or bones.
yeah, I thought it would. I thought it would
Yeah,
be
but,
like a
I
fruit
mean-
thing.
Good thing Jello is not
Don't you
the
eat
leading
bones,
brand
though?
here.
Like, bones are part of Asian diets. You don't eat bones at all. Like bones. It's actually kind of tasty. Bones.
Chicken
And
bones.
ramen, like ramen
Yeah.
is good.
When I'm too lazy to tear up the flesh from the chicken wings, I
What?
just eat the bones all together.
You eat chicken wing
It's
bones?
like an Okinawan diet.
Yeah,
Wait,
if
what?
it's
Yes.
if it's
That's weird.
soft enough.
Can you
or
do that?
if
Pretty,
it's
they're
just
pretty,
kind
they're
of
pretty hard, dude. I don't know. They're pretty hard.
Pretty hard, right?
Yeah,
Like,
but if you bake it or fried it for too long, it gets all crisp and
you mean burned?
just
You mean burned,
just
right?
the tip of it and not the actual. There's like two
And to
parts
just
to
take the
doing
tip,
that.
okay?
You just
You
eat
just gotta
this
take the
part,
tip.
not
That's
this
all he's
part.
asking.
I
Today
can't.
on Ruined Stream, we're talking about Maeve's overcooked tip.
I just can't imagine eating the bones of like
No,
like
you don't actually.
bones are good in broth, right? But I'm not eating like the bone. It's like the broth is nice, but like not the like I don't know. Like, cause you can't even feed. I heard you can't even feed
the
like
tip.
dogs like bones, like chicken wing bones, because it might like splinter or something.
Yeah,
But I guess for Maiev it's okay.
If it's cooked long enough, it's okay.
You know what? When I
I
was
mean,
a
not
kid,
often, right? But Okinawa,
I have stories like that. Like when I was a kid, I'm too lazy to peel the shrimps. I eat the shells along with it if it's a small one.
oh my god, the
Welcome
savage.
back, Disco. Next, you're gonna tell me that when you eat a banana, you don't peel the banana.
Of course,
Nah,
it's disgusting.
tell me
I
you
saw
don't-
some TikTok
tell me you don't eat
videos
banana peel without cutting
where
it.
they eat banana peels. I was like, sorry.
Even healthy, I've heard. You know.
I mean, you can eat the banana peels. It's just I feel like it would taste so weird.
You don't eat it. It's tough. It's like leather.
Yeah, I imagine it would taste like leather. Like if you try to eat a banana without peeling, I imagine you're eating leather.
Yeah, I feel it set out and fry it or something. But yeah.
Green mangoes. Yeah.
Disco's back. He's
You
just
could eat
staring at
peels.
us, judging our eating habit. Did you hear Maev's eating of the
No,
tip?
it was patchy. I'm
Tip
not
of
quite
the
sure what
bones.
was going on.
Of the wings, not
I'm
the
hearing that he's eating bananas.
half centimeter bone.
Guaranteed you eat.
You eat the
Guaranteed maybe
bone.
you're eating shrimp tails too.
No,
Those
Say
shrimp
you-
tails.
You deep fry the
It's
bones.
the shells.
That's what I'm getting from the chat here when I've come back to this. Is that what you're doing, Maiev?
What?
Are you eating deep fried chicken bones?
Not
Read them back on the chat.
just the tip of the wings. What I told him was the bones on the wings, the tip of it, like this
Why?
part.
What, the cartilage?
Yeah.
Why? Why do you do
Cartilage
I
is
don't
that?
just hard bone.
He said
Why would
he
you
said
eat
he's
it?
too lazy when
Not,
he's eating
yeah,
chicken wings.
I'm
He
so
just eats
lazy.
salt.
But you just don't eat that
But
bit.
it's
not
the
about-
thinnest part of
it's not
the
about effort.
wing.
It doesn't take
It's
any
not-
effort.
It's the thing that I eat, not the actual, what do you call it?
Okay, guys, as
I
we
don't know
listen
what
to
you call it, part of
Maev's
the chicken,
eating
but it-
habits, we do. We should jump
Don't
back
eat
onto
bones,
Evo.
Maiev. You don't-
So who in the rune team has the weirdest eating habits? Is it still me?
Panda.
Is it still me?
It's you.
Right now, okay?
Yeah, actually, you both have very strange eating habits.
I'm starting it as third.
We're starting?
Oh,
All right. Okay.
Evo.
Fast rake once again. Looks like not everybody is back in, but hopefully it's fun. Sassy Boy Chaos
Move
Smith. There we
on.
go. Everybody is getting back in. I do see more players hopping in now.
What do dragon wings taste like?
Dragon wings.
Would you eat Would you eat dragon bones, Maiev?
No, because they're too big. The chicken.
Seems
What
like
about
those
a little
you could laugh.
dragon then?
No.
Because I prefer, I must admit, like duckling.
A dragon
tastes
wing
much better than duck,
soup.
and lamb.
Will we have some kind
Obviously,
of
you want
that
it
in?
young as possible. You wouldn't want mutton, So, yeah, I think like a dragon wing.
That sounds kind of
One
evil.
dragon
Eating
wing.
dragonlings.
It's
Damn.
like
Nah, you can't eat. You can't eat a
Wouldn't
dragon
a dragon be
bones.
closer to a lizard? Would that be like eating a lizard leg?
Ew.
Or would it be like a chicken wing?
Chinese.
It'll be like chickens, right? Aren't dragons basically just like chickens, just bigger?
No, you're thinking of dinosaurs.
I think.
Oh, you're right. That is yes.
yeah, aren't
True, but a dragon doesn't look so
alligators.
different than a T-Rex.
Hmm. I guess it's a mystery.
aren't
how does that work?
alligators a delicacy?
I would never
So
eat it.
probably
I don't know.
Yeah, but alligators
alligators
are
is the closest thing that you can eat.
alligators go way back further than dinosaurs, though.
Yes, so
I feel like alligators are not
They're the
tasty.
same. Have you tasted one, Panda?
No, I don't know. I just feel like, yeah, actually, I don't know because lobsters are like cockroaches, right? But people like lobsters. But it's basically just a cockroach, but it doesn't feel like you're eating a cockroach because I guess it's so big. I don't know. I don't eat seafood, so I
I've
wouldn't know. But
You don't.
Never considered a lobster as a cockroach.
no, they're
Yeah.
they're
Or
basically
associated
cockroaches.
that.
They are.
Well, I guess like
I think
I see where you're
shrimps
coming
are
from
what
in
they
terms of like
consider
visually.
cockroaches of the sea, right?
No. I think not even visually. I think just like genetically or whatever you call it, like they are closer to cockroaches than anything else.
Really?
But okay, I
News to
googled it,
me.
okay? It
Yeah.
says they are referred to as
Wonderful.
cockroaches of the sea, but lobsters are not very closely related
What?
to cockroaches.
Okay, I guess I'm
So it's-
wrong.
Yeah. There
Panda,
are millions
don't
of years of
ruin it.
difference between the
Don't
two.
ruin it, Panda.
Hmm.
But it says that they're both arthropods, but they're not like related. So it's the type. I guess what you're saying is like the type of being they are, right? But that would be like saying,
It's
like
a
I walk on four
water
legs on a
Pokemon.
mouse.
and a dark Pokemon. A ground type, dark type
Yeah, like
Pokemon versus like a groundwater Pokemon.
I guess similarly how to where 97% the same genetic makeup as a cabbage,
As
but
a
you still wouldn't
cabbage?
associate us as cabbages. I hope. Yeah, indeed,
Are we that close to cabbages? Damn,
indeed, yeah.
we're really just cabbages on the inside.
I've definitely met a few
And the cabbage.
cabbages on the inside of the head.
Okay, so it does look Chaos Myth is doing pretty well in this this round of Fast Drake. Sassy Boy close behind though. He could still catch up. About a what is that? 150 point difference. So just a couple of kills and he does have a good chance to catch up. But Chaos Myth does pick up Gavin Calix, as I am saying that.
Yeah, so looks like it's a bad thing that I mentioned that I'm eating chicken bones. So I'll post it on Telegram on what part of the chicken wing that I eat, not the actual.
No, I know what you mean. You mean the cartilage, the bit that connects the bones. Yeah.
No, this is the tip of the wing.
Are you talking about the part? You know, like to the lucky one where you like
the pointy,
get
like the pointy
can-
part of the
right
wing.
The pointy part of the wing.
That just sounds like bone.
Hard.
Just the tip. So I'm sending a Telegram.
These poor chickens. These very poor chickens.
Ooh, Sassy Boy takes the lead. He overtakes him at the very end. Sassy Boy does take the win. Wow, he just stole that one. I didn't see what happened, but like actually at
Did
the
I
very
just-
end, he just swapped.
Did I just get double kill?
It's
Definitely
friendly
flashed
reverse.
on my screen. Apparently, I got out Natron and Galvin Calix.
Friendly reverse.
I'm
It's friendly
using
reverse,
disbelief
though.
Yeah,
and I'm
that's in the
stuck on the
code.
wall.
Me. Me. Oh, I knew normal. Hi, Kaya Smith.
It's in the code. If the name is Disco, just do random shit.
Hmm.
It was really bad for Disco bobbing. He's been DMing me about all these problems.
No Disco, you're doing pretty well. And Galvin got you.
Yeah, did you? You were thinking it, weren't you? I think that's the problem, Panda.
I was
Soon as you
I was
acknowledge-
watching you. Yeah, I was
As soon
watching
as
you. I was like, wait a
acknowledge
minute.
My potential success or temporary successes.
Yeah, you were evolving and devolving really fast, and now
I was
you're
doing
tiny.
Right, when I now.
If it's any consolidation, Gavin starved for it after he killed her.
Yeah, so Matt just mentioned, because I posted like a picture of chicken wings on the main chat. Yeah, so
Did Matt call
Join
you
the,
crazy?
The debate on that later.
Did Matt call you crazy, or did he support your eating
no,
habits?
it's just saying that it's going to be so random for people who is not on the stream, saying like chicken wing pictures in the main chat.
Circled parts of the wing.
Is Matt watching the stream? Does
He is,
Is
he
he
is.
confused or?
He is on the stream. Saw his message earlier in the chat.
See, I think Matt should have joined in for the second half as a team challenge to see
Easy.
if he can overtake me with even with my 3-point head start.
I mean, you're still doing pretty well in this round. You're in third.
on.
That's not bad.
Don't say it, Panda.
Okay,
Don't think it.
okay, you're
Look
right.
away.
Let me focus on. Let me look at somebody else and not Disco. Chaos Mid looks like he was stuck a little bit. Sassy Boy again in the lead for this round. Looks like it's gonna be a close competition between Sassy Boy and Chaos Mid. Just a 1 point difference between them two. Oh, wait, Mafafa is back. So we do see Chaos Myth and Mafafa in the same
Ooh.
room.
But Mafafa is like Mafafa. It's like
Well, I wonder
Mafafa.
is Mafafa aware that there is a tournament?
Is it like my papa Mafafa?
What?
Mufasa?
I'm your dad. I'm your daddy, Mafafa.
Is that how you say it? Is that what? Is that?
My Fafa.
My Fafa.
No, not my Fafa.
My papa.
If it's disco, he would say,
Oh, my papa.
Hey, my
papa.
papa.
Disco. How would you say my papa? Is it like mafafa?
My papa. I don't know. I'm just repeating what you're saying now, so I'm going to pronounce it in the same way.
My controller keeps vibrating it, even if nothing is happening.
Has it been vibrating this entire time?
Oh, why do I see a picture of myself in the main chat?
Oh, what? Let me take a look. What,
Talking about edible parts.
what's going on?
Edible parts of my
But
head.
it's a different stream.
You
No.
circled
Attributing.
Maiev's tip?
Rated
I found his
SPG.
tip.
Come on, Panda. That's to
Oh my god. Wait, so Chaos Myth does, wait, ends up
mentioning
winning.
Maev's tip on stream. I feel so. Shouldn't mention
And we've
that.
got Let's Be Friends again.
Yeah, let's be
Incredible.
friends again. It's very incredible.
That's weird.
Are you
Joy
sure there's
and
not something in the
goodwill to all men.
code that's like, hey, when it's Christmas time, when it's December, just make it so everybody is friendly.
I'm loosely suspicious that Chaos has found an exploit. So change it to Panda because he's so good at that.
Oh no, Disco just killed me.
Is there a secret button somewhere that one of the dragons can press to change the game mode? Hmm.
It's interesting because they're weighted as well, aren't they? The game modes, and I don't think
They
were
are.
weighted in favour of the friendly rounds, were they?
Maybe there's an Easter
They're
egg where
not, and
you.
he'd have to be clever enough to change the random function to choose that one, because if it was using the mod panel, it would show 2 rounds pop up.
Maybe there's an
It's like
Easter
a
egg
switch.
where it reverses the
switch.
weights so that
Oh,
the friendly rounds are
bleeding.
weighted heavier.
Bleeding.
Oh.
Can't see me, guys.
What do you get?
I'm on the top of the map. What's the juicer sprite? Oh,
It's not the
so
blue.
you guys should eat
It looks like
red
it's a
sprites.
purple. Yeah, the purple is a juicer.
Eat red sprites, so you'd win the game. Oh no! Red sprites. Oh, what did I eat?
Wait, is it red one the juicer or the purple? Or are they both juicers? They both
The
look like they're pretty
purple.
juicy.
It's
I think
red.
it's red.
It's red?
Yeah,
Let's say it's red.
red sprites is the key to winning.
Oh.
No!
Don't
I
touch the
killed my
purples.
papa.
The purples are horrible. Don't eat them. Those are only for Maeve because he's very strong and can handle it.
2 minutes.
You know, Maiev, have you ever watched The Boys?
No, the voice, like the
It's a
singing
show.
competition.
What? No, not The Voice. The boy. The Boys.
No,
Not The Voice. That's completely different.
no.
No. But there's a character in their name like Maeve or whatever, and I always think of her whenever
No,
I say your
it's-
name.
It's a Warcraft because
Yeah.
the reason why I choose like a girl's name for the assassin.
You're a
'cause
catfish.
because we have an assassin. We have a female assassin figure way back, right? Because it's based on Diablo, so that's why I chose. Because whenever I played Warcraft, I use Maiev or the Warden for my hero as a main. I'm sure
So I
if you
managed to
played
get-
Warcraft 3.
chose my name.
I've managed to get killing spree flash up in Let's Be Friends, which is just grand.
Another double kill. There we go.
Kill.
I chose my name because I'm like Binzy, but I live in etc/Ben.
Come on.
Easter egg.
I chose my
Come on,
name
sassy
because
boy. Don't die to me. It's like everyone's feeding to me.
well, you are pretty big.
Yeah, give me some space so I can catch up. Please. Oh. Mafafa. Oh no. That's different. Oh, new normal. You have an opportunity to catch up. Oh, it's dead.
There's not that much time left. TNN
but-
was winning, I think, for most of the round, but Chaos Myth, it looks like he's going to take it unless somebody does die to him in the last few seconds, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen.
Oh, I'm already killing Spring.
Another friendly
another
mode.
friendly
What do you
reverse.
know?
Is there like a... Come on, Disco. The round hasn't even started yet.
I'll just suicided into you then, to be fair.
How many rounds have we had since the break? Was that the third?
How many rounds have we had?
evolving.
I think, okay, so we had Fast Break, and then we had Friendly Reverse, and then we had Let's Be Friends, and I think this is a round after that, so this will be the 4th after the break, which would be the 10th round,
So-
right?
Round to M.
Unless I'm wrong.
Okay.
I
Sounds
think I'm
right to me.
right.
Seems right.
Goodbye, Natron. Thanks for participating. Happy New Year's.
Happy New Year, Natron.
Happy New Year.
That's interesting what they've done though. Sitting in 4th position with 21 points. And Maiev currently in 5th on 9 points. That's definitely
Interesting.
going to shake things up a little bit. I think it'll be interesting.
I don't know.
that there is now a target, I guess.
I think there's a good chance Maiev doesn't catch
I'll
up.
shake it up.
I'm not
I
evolving.
think Maiev is going to get number
instantly.
5.
See, Gavin Calix is on 8 points currently. I'm sitting there on 7. In fact, Mafafa's on 3. So actually, even for us, that 5th place feels achievable. I think. Mafafa, I
So
think,
what you're
would
saying
really
is
have
that
to
Maiev
pick
might
up
get
a couple of rounds.
You see Maiev might get 7th? Seems legit.
Yeah, I think it's possible. Well, what I'm saying is there is a possibility for us players to take over Maiev and get that 5th spot on the leaderboard and place,
No, I'll
which would
take
be a
the
marvelous
5th
achievement
spot.
It seems likely.
if I didn't keep dying.
Why
That's
is my
impolite.
dragon not
Yeah.
evolving? Look, it takes me like 2 seconds before it evolves. So
You
when it devolves.
Yeah, and then you've got the problem of if you're just sitting there still and then sprites are spawning where you are. So you're waiting for your bar to fill up, but you're inadvertently just picking up a couple of sprites.
But then look at Sassy
no.
Boy evolving like crazy. It's like 5 seconds per ball.
Yeah, that's the thing. Once you get into that rhythm, you can really rack up some points. But as soon as you pick up either some juices or you get killed and you have to wait for your bar to fill up and get into that close evolution stage, I think that's where
that is the
you
worst.
Essentially, just haven't got the opportunity to catch up anymore if that leading player or leading players haven't also made that kind of slip up or had those events.
Yeah, Sassy Boy doing really well. I think he probably takes this round unless somebody decides to mess with him. But if that doesn't happen,
Is there like a hidden button press that you can do in Rune Evolution.
What do you want to
Yeah,
do?
it's called Wasad and bring.
Is there a hidden button combination to do a Hadouken? You know, you gotta do what is it? What is a Hadouken? Is it like down and forward?
Down, forward,
down, forward.
square,
Yeah.
punch.
I think
Yeah,
the,
down, forward,
the
punch.
evolution hidden combination Maiev is the log out button. So if you just click
Square,
that one, give
square,
it 5
right,
minutes.
XL1. If you guys play Street Fighter and on PlayStation, that would be like Misatsu something for Akuma, where it uses all the 3 bars and it charges at you.
Okay,
where you
wait.
can
Look at
block
this.
it.
Okay, so Mafafa is actually in second place. Second place gets you 7 points. So if Mafafa does take this round, he is gonna be tied with Disco if he gets second in this round, and then he's.
You say 7 points.
Yes.
He'd be
dropped
jumping up
6.
into 5th if Maiev
Yeah.
No,
doesn't get up on the scoreboard. Yeah.
Oh really?
I
I'm not
won't.
okay. Yeah, maybe he
Indeed.
already has some points.
Although mine's only just refreshed and showing Gavin Calix on 9 points, so yeah, must have dropped a spot.
Okay.
So that does currently, Mafafa does sit in 5th place with 10 points. Maiev very closely behind in 6th on 9 points, joined by Gavin Calix on 9 points, and myself in 7 points there.
Very close.
He's
Very
close
close
to the top.
race for 5th. A very close race
There's
for
a-
1st as well, actually.
Yeah. So Chaos Smith's Sassy Boy only separated by 4 points. So everything to play for in these final 2 rounds. We're on round
pick up.
number 11.
And look at what we have again. Let's be friends.
A friendly round.
Wow.
Incredible. You can tell it's the Christmas season.
Do you think it's more likely for us to roll so many friendly rounds, or do you think it's more likely for us to craft like a 99%?
Well, I mean, we're getting loads of. No, I don't know actually, because this is it's a what 2 in 7, 8, 9.
But the weights,
modes
you
we've
know,
got at
the
the moment
weights and
live.
everything. So it's
What?
it's hard to know
But
mathematics.
the
the
But
weight.
friend
weighting, yeah.
is like 1 out of 50. It's crazy. It's weighted at 2. Other things are
1
weighted at
out of
200.
50. So 1 out of 50 in however many games.
So this is so hang on. So this is a 1 in 100 chance anyway, in terms of weighting or kind of by comparison, as you say, if this is weighted at 2 and some of those are 200, and we've got the other friendly game mode out of kind of 2 game modes. So yeah, I think you're
I
probably
just do
looking at
about
kind
1
of
out of
epic
50
top.
because not all of them are 200. But yeah.
So the chances of getting 1 out of 50 twice in a row. Well, I mean, we're not getting it twice in a row. We're getting it. I don't know, man. I feel like probability is one of those things that's very hard to think about unless you're like only focusing on thinking about probability.
This is the other thing, because we are looking at the likelihood of 2 particular outcomes rather than just a single one. If it was just a single game mode appearing each time, that would be incredibly unlikely. This, however, still is. It feels like it shouldn't be happening. But there we go. That's the Christmas spirit for you.
See, I feel like this is one of the situations where I feel like like Siri or any of the like virtual assistants or whatever they're called, I feel like that would be very helpful if you could just like speak to them and give them a question about probability and they'll just answer it correctly. But I don't think they're able to do that.
Oh no.
Chat GPT GPT would be a good starting spot, I think, and quite possibly, I reckon, would give you a fairly good answer.
I'm not
And
familiar.
you'd probably have to supply the source data.
Is it already
bear in
enabled?
mind the game
We're
servers
able
are
to talk
private in
to
terms of
Chat GPT using voice.
What is ChatGPT?
Well, I mean, you could use a speech to text conversion software.
It's the OpenAI chat thingy.
Oh,
and
okay.
answers
That's where.
everything.
Okay, I thought. Okay, yeah.
So you can ask it any question, and it will give you the artificial intelligence will give you a response, and that could range from just conversational things, random questions like, "Why would you eat chicken bones?"
Maybe I should ask it.
Things like,
I'll
"Check
go
my
ahead and
code.
ask
Why are we getting so
Chat
much friendly
GPT
reverse?"
if it's okay to eat chicken bones.
Oh my god. Chaos Myth is stuck. Chaos Myth is stuck. Oh wait, but he's tiny, so no one can really suicide to him. Oh, Sassy Boy kills Chaos Myth, but unfortunately, it's us be friends. There goes his points.
Chat GPT.
So I wonder, Panda, if it was your excitement that just put Sassy off the game there.
Is it all just my fault? Is everybody just living in Panda's world?
Yeah, I mean, from 10:30 p.m. UTC on a Sunday for a few hours, we all are.
This is round 11 or 12? You said 11, right?
This was round 11, I believe.
All right, so Chaos Myth does take that round. We're on to round number 12, the last round, standard game mode.
That's
Hopefully,
interesting because that was the other mode that we've had. So we have had standard and the two friendlies, and that has been it apart from
you're right.
Fast Drake.
You're right.
I was hoping for a bit of Indiana Jones. I like the chaos of it.
So
Sassy
either
Boy
we just
hunting me
have
down,
the
coming out of the bubble.
craziest RNG in the world, and we keep getting the same thing for two
AI has
tournaments.
spoken.
Yes, it is generally safe to eat
Or
the
the
tip of
code
the
is
chicken
wrong.
wing. The tip of the wing is edible and does not pose any food safety risks as long as the chicken has been properly handled and cooked to a safe temperature. However, the tip of the wing is often smaller and not as manly as the other parts of the wing, so it may not be as desirable to eat.
Did it say the wing's not as manly as the rest of the chicken?
Yeah, Panda mentioned manly, but it should be mealy.
Oh,
But
meaty!
irrespective, so
Why did you mention manly?
I thought it said
I mean, but the other thing
So-
is though, Maiev, like just because something's safe to eat, again, it doesn't mean that you should.
You're referring to it as
It's-
manly. That's
It's safe to mix, like Sprite and hot chocolate and whatever else.
Ew.
Like,
Are
come
you
up
sure
with.
that's safe?
But it's not a good idea.
what Sprite and hot chocolate.
No, it's like those kids' crayons that are edible. You still should eat them.
Oh man, okay. So it looks like Galvin Calix is actually in the lead for this one. With the way that the points are laid out, it looks like Chaos Myth is guaranteed to get first, Sassy Boy guaranteed to get second, TNN and Natron. Oh no, TNN is guaranteed to get third, Natron, Galvin Calix, Mafafa, and Discomonk, and Natron, Galvin Calix, and Mafafa are all in competition for fourth. I believe a lot of people
What
are in
if-
competitions for fifth.
But I think it's worth kind of pointing out that
What do
for
we
that,
do if
well, it's
we
the,
have,
the
like, a
fifth spot, I
tied-
believe, that's up for
tied player?
contention.
Yeah, fourth and fifth
Um,
are still not determined yet. If Galvin takes
Any
this game,
chances that we have like a tied position for fourth or fifth?
yes, there is a good chance of that. In which case, we would have to go back and look at the wins and the losses of all of the players.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, I think it's very dependent on just how wide the gap is between Galvin Calix and either those players currently sitting in or in competition for that fifth spot, sitting either above or below him, as to how much that swing by. I mean, he's currently got a 5-point lead. With the way the scoring works, again, those could be significant. Especially if the Chaos Myth and the New Normal, as they are currently doing, do hold that second and third spot. It does mean that any everybody else competing for that 5th position is going to earn significantly less points than Gavin Calix. So that will, potentially cement their lead. Are we going to see that here? There's a minute left. The point difference, though, just looking at that 4th spot, Sassy Boy there, and myself in 5th, hooray. As soon as I said that, Maya was back in the fold. I think he just was respawning, taking me out
twice.
Tie, we could.
It's because I'm
Wait, Ty, we
focusing
could
on the
split the
commentary.
fifth,
That's my
reward.
excuse.
I'm just gonna
Right.
hope that there isn't a tie, just because that is gonna be more work for us to figure out. I think it's very unlikely that there is gonna be a tie, just because Galvin isn't first. For there to be a tie, Mafafa would have to take first, I believe. Or Galvin has to take.
Team of Mafafa,
And
just don't
Gavin
do
would
it.
have to
Okay.
drop significantly lower, yeah.
Just take a back seat, Mafafa.
Yeah.
I think we're probably good. Just a few seconds left in the round. Maybe it's a good thing Eki didn't show up. He would not enjoy all of the friendly modes, although he is the nicest person. Yeah, looks like Galvin does take that round, which is going to put him solidly in 4th and the Natron in 5th. All right. And that'll be the end of Rune Royale. That was a fun tournament. A lot of interesting topics were talked about. A lot of panda curses, panda jinxes, I suppose. Unfortunately ruining both Disco and Maiev's chances of winning.
Hey, look,
I'm
I had
super hungry
fun,
now.
and I think it was good that this time, at least, I felt like I provided some sort of competition, or at least I wasn't purely a punching bag throughout the entire
Yes, sir.
tournament.
Yeah. I think everybody played pretty well. Let's go ahead, take a look at the final placements. It's probably going to be a little bit scuffed, but you know what? Chaos Smith in first, 88 points. Sassy Boy in second with 70. TNN in third with 50. Galvin Calix taking 4th with the last round with 26 points. Natron unfortunately did have to leave, but he did still manage to get 5th. And Mafafa, our honorable mention, with 11 points. All right, great tournament, everybody.
And no Discomonk.
No Discomonk.
Unfortunately.
And
And
no
no me.
Maiev. Unfortunate.
Look, me and Maiev actually tied on 10 points, so I'm
too
quite
sad.
pleased about that. And look, congratulations to Mafafa, taking that 6th spot on 11 points. Couldn't quite make it for the leaderboard, but it was stiff competition tonight. But for first entry, seemingly, that's a great performance. And likewise for Gavin Calix as well. I don't think too regularly we've seen them around. So great for them to actually, especially on the final round, jump up just over Natron, who unfortunately couldn't make it for them. But fortunately for Gavin, Calix was able to secure that 4th spot, which is a great leap and made for an interesting last couple of rounds as well. So thanks for taking part.
Yeah, thank you guys. I think also like Sassy and TNN, they did outstanding. Like they put up a big fight. And I think everybody did really well in this tournament.
Yeah, if I'm being honest, I felt like Sassy Boy won a lot of the rounds from Chaos Myth. But then I go back and look at the points, and somehow Chaos Myth was still winning. I think that says a lot about how good Chaos Myth is, but it also says a lot about how well Sassy Boy was playing in the tournament as well. So
But
now,
also how well the other players were, because I think a lot of the time it was quite evident that the other participants were really quite scuppering their game plans, so to speak. So yeah, I think it was a very competitive tournament, and hopefully we get many more like that, and especially considering that it's not on our usual Sunday slot, it is a Friday. This is that lull period between Christmas and New Year's when no one knows what's going on, and plenty of family things to do and other things to keep us all entertained all those Christmas presents that we can play with. So yeah, we of course really appreciate you joining us here tonight, and for taking part, or just watching if you didn't take part as well.
Yes, but we are not done. Speaking of Christmas, we do have to do the 100 crafts for the top 10 placing players of the of season 4. So if you guys are here and you guys did get top 10 in season 4, let us know what rune word you guys want us to do. We are going to be doing that in probably just a couple of minutes. And if nobody says anything, then as always, Maiev will decide. So, let me see. Let me take a look at the list of the top 10 players. Mr. Buggins, Chaos Myth, Crams, Ruzgar, Badger 23, Natron, IQ Ballman, Blessed Guru, Sassy Boy, and Lay Third. The top 10 players of the season of Evolution Season 4.
Congratulations.
Except that Lay Third was technically 9th and Sassy Boy was 10th, but Sassy Boy overtook 9th because I didn't reset the leaderboards in time. But
gotcha. But it's the same people, so just let us know if you guys have any rune words you want us to craft. Again, if you guys don't choose anything, then Maiev will be choosing. What would you choose, Maiev? You're
He's
muted.
muted himself.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, I just turned on my AC, so it'd be too loud, like I'm floating.
And I'm freezing.
Binzy,
a hypothetical question, guys. If
Mhm.
if we have somebody who's like proven that they were, like teaming during the ladder and they're technically banned at the moment, do we still reward them or do we boom it?
Someone was teaming? Someone got banned? Oh no.
Yeah,
So we
someone
did
gets
have,
banned.
unfortunately, some
Reward.
bans within the community. My personal opinion would be that they do forfeit anything. I don't know what the precedent is for temporary bans. If this is a temporary one, certainly permanent ones, they would be excluded and rewards would be withheld as per the terms and conditions on the website. If it's a temporary ban, it would seem appropriate that the season during which the foul play was identified would be discounted. That's my perspective on that one.
Yeah, that sounds good to me.
Yeah,
So,
I think that makes sense to me.
yeah, who was banned?
It's Crams.
Crams. Okay. So then I guess
Number
we
3.
would have
Number
I guess we have 9 winners, or do we want to pick the next player up? Although I don't have that the next player up pulled up.
Askia? We could include Askia.
That's good. Okay.
Yeah,
Sure.
Askia would be 10th player.
Yeah, then we'll just move up everybody one slot from 4th to 11th. So let's see. Did anybody say what rune words they want? I don't think anybody has said anything. Chaos Myth did say Hell Reaver. Yeah, Chaos Myth did say Hell Reaver. So I think that's probably what we are going to do, unless somebody else says something in the next 10 seconds.
I think that's fair. They're the only suggestion so far, and as the winner of tonight's Room Royale, it seems kind of appropriate that we just let them have that one at least, I guess.
King Chaos Myth. Okay, sure. And as a reminder, the way that we do this is we're going to craft 100 Hell Reavers, and we're going to be giving away the top, I guess, 10 highest perfection in order according to your season rankings.
I need some time to hit the ruins.
Do we need anything for Hell Reaver? Let's see.
Can we present the season rankings on screen? Do we have a screenshot or something we can put up?
I can't show it on stream. It is a little bit inaccurate.
Yeah, it's in the weekly stream. It's in the weekly stream.
Oh, yeah.
Channel.
Okay, gotcha. Oh no, my mouse stopped working again. Never mind, we're good. Alright, we're good.
So yeah, so as was mentioned just a moment ago there, due to Krabs being
Oh, it's so
disqualified
cold.
for teaming and breaking the gameplay rules, the 10th spot, everyone will move up a position, and the 10th spot will now be filled by Askia, who managed to grab themselves 8.82 Zod over the course of the season. So well done to them.
Come on, guys, you gotta play honorably. Honor.
Yeah, we're watching you.
Yeah, Maiev is watching you.
Panda's full of, Panda's all about team spirit.
There's a lot
let's
of
play fair. Let's play
if
competitively.
you wanted
Maya's just
to-
full on the Matrix.
Yeah,
There's a lot of drama that happened between those players. I wouldn't mention their names. But
Indeed, yeah. So we do take those kind of reports of unfair play seriously. We will investigate them. They can at times prove challenging to investigate and conclusively prove due to the nature of the way in which some players look to manipulate the rules and take advantage of the way that the games are played. However, we are always, going to look into that if it does mean that skill is not being rewarded in the games, because that, of course, is the objective of it all. So, do let us know. We do watch, as Maiev says, and we do try and keep those Twitch channels online as well on the website on rune.game/live. So you can actually just go and check some of the gameplay if you want to referee from your armchair, as we quite often like to do in the UK for football matches or soccer matches, as you know, the match every Sunday. You can now do that for Rune Evolution too. So yeah, just let us know. But we do encourage fair play. It's all about competition. Up your skill, up your game. Not don't try and exploit the rules and the way the games are played.
Remember,
You
Maiev.
can hear the distaste in Maya's voice, and I also feel the same way. We are watching
And
you. We're watching you while you play. We're watching you while you shower, while you sleep.
Whoa.
You're watching you.
Whoa.
And Maya's going to put you in this bag
there's my
if
new
you don't behave.
new normal.
Is that a
Don't
blanket?
you even think about exploiting.
Yep.
Maiev is always
Please.
watching while eating his chicken wing bones.
I am
He's
watching.
munching away.
We'll play literal pace to you.
That just
I sent the
reminded me
runes
of
with
a
it.
South
great.
Park episode. I think it's some dodgy people on the internet with chicken bones and chicken bone fingers. Also, did remind the one piece of news that we did miss is that South Park did do. I think, did we mention this? South Park did do the "I'm sorry" bit for SPF. So
Really?
do go and Google that and search that.
Wait,
That's
South Park still
a good
exists?
minute and a half of your life well spent. Yes, they still exist. I haven't watched much of the later seasons or last few seasons, in fact,
I can't believe
due to it not being easily accessible over here without torrenting and stuff like that. But yeah, I love a bit of South Park. I grew up on that.
that's kind of crazy that they're still making new episodes, isn't it? Like, I feel like South Park has been around for my entire life.
It mostly has, I think. So
It has.
yeah, it's been around what 20 odd years now, 25, nearly 30 years,
That's-
something.
Yeah, that's pretty
Yeah,
crazy.
crazy.
What about The Simpsons? Does that still exist?
Simpsons is still going. It is
Wow.
still the longest running TV show ever.
Oh, wow.
And yeah, it's amazing. I love The Simpsons too. They did do just recently a short few minute clip. So they've started doing that because they're on the Disney Channel now.
Oh.
So they're having a few like cameo short
The
movies.
Simpsons is on the
Oh,
Disney Channel?
Not Disney Channel, sorry, on Disney,
Disney?
Plus, the
Ah,
streaming
Okay.
app.
Disney
So,
owns
yeah.
Fox now.
Indeed.
Wow.
So,
So
What's
And yeah,
what's a
they,
good
they
thing to
revamped The
watch on
Simpsons 10
Disney
years ago.
Plus?
it does also mean that the xenomorph from Aliens is technically a Disney princess as well, because they now own the rights through all of their corporate deals. So
I've
so
been
we
enjoying
did.
Loki sometimes.
We crafted 100 and we didn't get a purple. Feels bad, man. We got a 4% and a 10%, but no purples.
well, that's because
Did you
purple
get
is
enough
not a
air?
Christmassy color. Gold, on the other hand,
A lot of gold.
loads of
Plenty
that,
of
loads
gold.
of myrrh.
Yes, sir. All right. Well, congratulations to the season winners and to the winners of Rune Royale. This was a fun stream. We learned a lot about Maiev.
I've always
Basically, don't go to his house for dinner.
And remember, Maiev is always watching. He is always watching. But yeah,
He knows when you are sleeping.
one last thing. Maiev, have you seen Blue Lock? I've been watching Blue Lock.
No,
Oh.
I've seen it on Netflix, but I haven't. I've been watching like I think the last anime that I've watched is Witch of Mercury, where they have like a female protagonist.
Of course. Yep, of course.
Quintessential quintuplets. Are you familiar with that?
Food Wars.
Food Wars. Food Wars is a great anime.
What? Is it Food Wars over already?
I think there might be one more season that still needs to come out. I could be wrong, but I heard that it's not a great season. So for most intents and purposes, it is essentially over. Blue Lock is pretty good. It's a soccer anime. It's surprisingly not. I mean, at least in my opinion, I feel like it's not really that much about soccer. It's more so just an anime, but it's pretty good. I don't think it's as good as the other sports animes. I am generally a fan of sports animes, but it's still pretty good if you guys do want to watch it. It has a cute
Slumdunk
waifu
has
guy.
a movie. Are you familiar with Slumdunk?
Slam Dunk? No, that's a little bit. I don't.
Yeah,
it's too
a
old for me.
basketball anime.
Yeah, it's too
Yeah,
old for
it-
me.
It's
Yeah,
getting a
that
movie.
was
The
something was like
concept,
ubiquitous for Japanese people. Point.
the concept of a sports anime baffles me. Like, when you say anime, I just associate it with superpowers and fighting and
No,
that sort of thing.
You
right?
watch.
That's basically what it is.
And-
They fight, but with
Don't
balls.
watch-
But they're playing sports.
No, they're fighting, but with balls.
fighting for the balls.
What? What?
That's what a
Talking-
sports anime is. It's not really about the sport. Well, I mean, it kind of is, but like, instead of like punching somebody in the face, it's like, like the fighting is like dribbling past somebody with their superpowers, or jumping.
So they're
like,
playing sports, or they fighting?
they are playing sports, but it's essentially
way it-
fighting.
Drawn
Just
and
watch,
stuff.
Slam Dunk.
Not
It's
even the
good.
way
You
that
don't
it's
have to
drawn,
watch
just like the
how it's
premise of it is that like if you can imagine, instead of punching somebody in the face, it's the same energy, the same vibe as that, but instead of punching somebody in the face, what you're doing is you're dribbling the ball past them.
Right,
Yeah,
so
you'll
so
get
Goku
like
doing
a
his Hadouken and Dragon
two
Balls
episode
and all that
flashback.
kind of stuff.
Yes,
Is
and
actually
we're
just someone taking a shot at goal.
exactly, and
then
instead
they'll
of like
walk off and be
Goku
like,
flying up
okay.
in the sky and like charging up, whatever he does and yelling and everything,
Yeah,
that's like in the sports anime, it would be like like.
them blocking the save from the goalkeeper
Yeah.
or whatever. Yeah,
I guess
or
so,
just
but it's the
getting a
same. It's the
goal.
same. It's the same energy. It's the same energy. I promise you. You should give it a try.
No, I can picture it now. It's just when you first said it, I was like, how does that even work? I can understand it. I'm not sure I'd watch that, but I can understand how it would, but what it is now.
Yeah, anime is great. It seems like you're not a weeb. Unfortunate. You're missing out.
And what is a weeb?
It's Maiev.
That's too old.
It's just Maiev.
Oh,
Is it what? Someone who eats chicken bones?
Yeah, somebody that eats chicken bones. I guess that's a good way to describe it.
I'll take this opportunity to plug Firefly It's okay. So forget what all these people are talking about and just watch Firefly
Watch Firefly.
Firefly.
I've never heard of
because
that.
that's an amazing show.
What's Firefly?
Hmm.
Whenever I hear Firefly,
You should watch it. It's
You can
amazing.
hear all the frantic googling.
Yeah.
Like,
All right,
I
Twitch
know.
chat, you heard it here
What is
first.
this, Wendy?
Watch Firefly.
Oh, is it Grave of the Fireflies? The one where it has
What?
like a. Is it Grave of the Fireflies?
No, this is Firefly. It's a sci-fi TV show like cowboy sci-fi.
What is it
Oh,
about?
I thought
You
it was
just
an
want-
anime. There is an anime
It's like
video which is a Grave of the Fireflies. On its cover, you'll see two kids and there's fireflies. But if you actually brighten the picture, you'll see an American plane or an American B-2 bomber dropping bombs.
What?
well, that's not good. No, search Firefly TV.
What? What are you talking
Firefly
about, mate?
TV.
There's an
500
anime
years in the
called
future,
Grave of the
After a
Fireflies.
universal civil war,
Oh, I thought you were talking about.
transport spaceship takes any job so long as it puts food on the table.
I thought you were talking about anime.
This was
It's a TV show.
Firefly.
Yeah, I thought Binzy was
No,
talking about it.
I'm saying forget that.
Oh, okay.
Forget what you are talking about and watch a real show.
Oh. But the waifus. Come on.
Yeah,
So
and
like-
you should watch the quintuplets. It has like 5 waifus already in it.
Is that why it's called the quintuplets?
Yeah, you should watch it. It's really good. And it only has like 24 episodes plus a movie.
Fair enough. Okay, so I think we rambled on enough about everything. I think this is where we take our leave. Thanks everybody for watching. Thanks everybody for playing in Arken Royale. And again, no stream this Sunday, so no stream on January 1st. We will be back to our regular schedule on
Yeah, but
January
we will
8th.
have Sunday quiz on Sunday. Ricardo just confirmed that we're doing a Sunday quiz.
Excellent. So yeah, do make sure you
Ricardo.
are in the Telegram channel for. And is it a New Year's themed quiz? We'll have to wait
I
and
don't
see.
know.
But on the 1st of January, so New Year's Day, 8 p.m. UTC, jump into Telegram, take part in the quiz. Should be a cracker.
Okay, you can't say that.
Why not?
You got us banned.
What?
Alright, never mind. Happy New Year's. Have a good night, everyone.
Happy New Year's.
Christmas cracker. It's explosive. It'll be grand. You get